Hey everybody, I haven't made a personal video in a while, and well, I was just wanting to talk about my life some. You know, I'm 32 years old, you know, and I feel like I haven't really accomplished anything in my life. I graduated high school at 20 years old. I graduated from college this past May. So you're probably saying to yourself, why do I feel like I haven't accomplished anything? Well, that is the only two things besides me marrying my love of my wife. My wife Tara, she's the love of my life. Yes, I got her too, so I've done three things in my life. Which, not trying to brag, but not everybody finds the love of their life, and not everybody graduates college. The majority of people do graduate high school, but I'm not bragging or anything for sure. That's why I'm making this video. But I just feel like pretty much I have failed at life. When I was in high school, I worked at a grocery store called Foodland, bagging groceries. Like from 2007, I was 19 years old, so I done that during high school. 2007 to 2013, I left because I met my wife. We was together about 6 months. When I left that job, we moved to Huntsville, Alabama. Stayed there about 6 months, and I hated it. So we moved back here. My dad bought us a house. Oh boy. And that's where it started going downhill. What was when we moved back here to Boaz, Alabama, which, trust me, the good jobs is not flying around here, especially when you got, you're a college graduate. I'm glad my wife is in college to be a psychologist. She'll be graduating from the same college I did soon. Anyway, back to when my dad boss, he said, I was in the apartment in Huntsville, and he said, son, if you'll move back here, I'll buy you a house. And I fell for the bait. I fell for it. Ever since I've been back here, besides graduating college, last May, but ever since ever since 2013 to now, it's been a disaster. I worked at Walmart when I was in Huntsville before I come back here. I come back here, I feel like a piece of crap for saying this, but I didn't really work. I didn't do anything until about 2015. I worked at another Foodland, Garnersville Foodland, for about 2 months. And then I left that job and went to a DSI in Aberville. It's a security service place. Worked there for about 3 months. Got fired because some guy come in and towed away, the tow service come in and towed away a car of someone that works there, and they fired me for it, and I couldn't stop him coming out of the gate. He come out of the gate wide open, and they fired me for it. Bunch of bull, man. I worked at well, really don't even want to tell it, but I guess I will. Worked at what's that called? Marco's for 2 days, delivering pizzas. I hated that. I started DoorDash about 2 months ago, something like that. You know, I mean, it's not enough money to live on. You know, I mean, it seems like you can literally stay logged in to the app for 5 hours, and you might work an hour or hour and a half out of that 5 hours. It's not worth it. I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, I like the job because, you know, I can wear my earring, you know, I can wear my necklace, I can wear my clothes, and all that. You know, but it's just, it's just, I don't know. You know, I've borrowed, my parents has given me countless amount of money in the past, you know, to help with bills from 2013 to now, which, well, I ain't got money from them in 9 months, a year, something like that. So I mean, I don't do that anymore. I'm ashamed to say that. I just feel like a failure, which I know a lot of it was me not working. But I just feel like I failed my wife. You know, I feel like I don't know what direction to go in life. I mean, yeah, I definitely haven't been successful overall. Now, I could have been a lot worse. I've never beat my wife. I've never been to jail. Never even been arrested. You know, if I ain't been in jail, I definitely ain't been to prison. I don't do drugs. I don't know. Someone give me some pointers. Now, I graduated from college with a general education degree, if anybody was wondering. Which, you know, I would like to go for a 4 year. It was a community college. I would like to go for a 4 year. Another 2 more years to actually graduate with something substantial. Uh, the problem is I don't know what to do, really. Because like everything I do, I'm not trying to put myself down, but everything I want to do, I'm not smart enough. You know, I would love to be in astronomy, but you have to be really smart to do it. So uh, I don't know. I've had so many hopes and dreams. You know, I opened up a shop. You know, for about 2 weeks. You know, don't get me wrong. I know 2 weeks ain't enough to get off the ground. It was on Shopify, where you drop ship and you sell on Shopify. I seen real quick that you had to put in a lot of money, for ads where you could actually get your store going. Problem is, I don't have the money, as you can probably figure out by now. Uh, It's just I don't know. I just feel like people around me. There's either two things: how I feel, how people feel about me or around me, is either they're jealous because I went to college, which again I'm not throwing that up to anybody. Don't get me wrong, okay? Don't take that the wrong way, but they're just because I went to college, or they think, oh, I'm just a piece of trash. You know, that's the way this world is. You if you don't do anything in life, people's gonna say, oh, you're just white trailer trash. Nothing against people living in trailers now. I lived in one for 18 years of my life, over half of my life. So anyone watching it lives in a trailer. Don't take offense to that. There's nothing wrong with trailers, but I just, if you don't accomplish anything, you're just white trash. If you go around, and you try to be successful in life, you wear nice clothes and stuff, people just going to say, oh, you think you're better than everybody. Oh, you're just a snob. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I do have a loving wife. I have something in my life that some people would die to have, and that's a loving wife. Don't get me wrong. I mean, my life hasn't been a total letdown. That's for sure. I mean, I graduated high school. I graduated college. I have a loving wife. I mean, that's true. I just definitely don't have a successful, I don't have a successful career at all. Uh, I'm unsure what to do with my life. I don't know. I just I'm just looking at my life, and I just feel like, hey, I could live another 30, 40 years, or I could die tomorrow. And if I died tomorrow, I just don't feel like, overall, I just really don't feel like that I've really done much with my life at all. And it's sad, you know. Right now, we don't have any money, you know. DoorDash, I just can't make enough money with DoorDash. We don't have any money. I can't wait. My wife and I is planning on moving when she gets her bachelor degree. I hope. Plan on moving to a bigger city, and hopefully my degree that I got, especially if I go on to get a 4-year degree, which is 2 extra years, hopefully that'll really pay off for me. Because I really need it right now. I just feel like, if I died tomorrow, it would just be, some people would say, oh, look at that boy dying 32. Of course, if I said if I died tomorrow, oh, he died at 32 years old. He didn't do, much of anything with his life. He wasn't the best husband to his wife, which, I'm good to my wife. I'm just not the best financially. It's like we don't hardly ever have any food, which, by looking at me, you would think we had enough food. But the thing about it is, my wife and I eats real cheap food. So it's like, yeah, I'm fat, yes, but it's You know, we can barely pay the bills, and I mean barely. Really, really barely pay the bills. Struggle. We're in, you know, extreme poverty. It's it's sad. Just don't have any money. You know, which I understand that, you know, a lot of people don't have any money, but uh, my family, you know, when they, it's been a pain in my ass, man. It's like moving to here from Huntsville. It's just it's it's been a nightmare to be blunt about it. I wish I wouldn't, you know. I wish I would have stayed in Huntsville, you know, especially now that I got a degree. Because Huntsville in Alabama, you know, I know overall Alabama's economy is not that great, but Huntsville is by far the best jobs in Alabama. Around here, it's not great. If anybody's got any, hold on, I got a cough drop in my mouth. That's why. If anybody's got any, you know, questions for me, just ask me in the comments. I know I haven't been the perfect person, but I'm trying to do better. You know, that's the reason why I went to college. I woke up and I was, when I was 29, yeah, I was 29. I thought, man, I got to do something in my life. I started college. I thought, yeah, I got to do something in my life, man. This just ain't working out. And it's like, yeah, I mean, when I was in college, it was okay. And now it's like, you know, I graduated college in May, and it's like, ever since then, I feel the same as before I went to college. You know, I feel like, you know, I'm not accomplishing anything in my life. It's just, I don't know. I'm just so tired of struggling, you know? So tired of struggling in life. I just wish I could be successful. I don't know what to do though. So I don't know. Oh well. Well, I hope you enjoyed hearing about me, everybody. Uh, it was kind of, you know, kind of personal, but some of it didn't really want to say on camera, but I did. And you know, I just feel like, you know, nobody likes me. Really, it's like I'm just I don't know. You know, it's like I feel like personally that people either think, you know, it's kind of like I've said earlier, I'm a snob because I went to college, or oh, I'm just a piece of crap. You know, and it's just which, you know, people is going to talk whether you do good or bad. That's just the way it is. People's going to talk crap either way. So I don't know. Let's see where life takes us, shall we? I wish everybody luck in their life. I hope you accomplish great things. I hope I start to accomplish great things. I know I got the potential. I have the potential to accomplish great things. The problem is, can I do it? Can I find the way to do it? Huh. Anyway, people, you know, strive to do what you want to do, be who you want to be. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. Start it young. Don't wait until you're, late 20s, early 30s like me, before you really figure out who you are. Oh yeah. By the way, on me graduating high school when I was 20, I had a severe learning disability. I forgot to mention that, and I just couldn't hardly, learn or anything. I grew out of that by the time I was about 26, 27, and that's how I could go to college. But yeah, just leave me comments. Whatever you want to say. I know I'll probably get backlash for this video, but oh well. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.